Good afternoon. I wanted to give a shout out to all of you about my recently released novel, The Blacksmith's Bride. The Blacksmith's Bride recently debuted at number 2 in the Black and African American Christian fiction section, and it's currently number 1 as the hot new releases on Amazon Black and African American Christian fiction section. I apologize for having a proof to show instead of the actual paperback because I have not yet received my paperbacks from the publisher. So if you want to read The Blacksmith's Bride, head on over to Amazon and you'll find it there. I'll also leave a link in the comments where you can go to access the Amazon link to see what people are saying and to see the current status of The Blacksmith's Bride. And let me just tell you a little bit about this book. The Blacksmith's Bride is a historical. It's the story about Benjamin. Benjamin is a quadroon, and a quadroon is someone who has one grandparent of African descent and 3 grandparents of European descent. It's a term that was used a long time ago, back in the 1800s or possibly before that. Uh, Back then, many times African Americans had their own system of racism where lighter skinned people were held in higher regard. And many times you would find the lighter skinned people as part of the black upper class. I do talk about the black upper class in this book. Although Benjamin is a quadroon and he's a blacksmith, he is not of the black upper class, but the heroine used to be. The heroine is named Francine. She used to be of the black upper class, but she is no longer part of that class because she has lost all of her wealth. Her husband has been killed and she's destitute. So she has to live on charity with her friends. Her friends basically take her in, and something traumatic happens, and it changes everything in her life. And there's also Esther. She's a 12-year-old girl who's a main character in this book as well. Benjamin has a daughter, and that is Esther. And she's mute. She does not speak. She witnessed a double murder, and since that day, she has not spoken a word, and this happened 2 years ago. So he hopes to help her speak again by relocating to a new town. So that's why that's the beginning of this book where him and his daughter relocate to Philadelphia because he's hoping a new environment will enable her to speak. And there's some adventure that happens. And just a little bit of disclaimers, there is some violence in this book because most of my books has minimal violence, but there's a little bit more violence in this book. It's a little bit more suspenseful than my other books, but it is a good story. There's a lot of mystery. There's a faith element. There's all kinds of wonderful things that go on in this story amidst all the sadness. And of course, as with all of my books, there is a message. So check out The Blacksmith's Bride. You'll see there has been a few reviews on Amazon so far. And like I said, it was released, it's highly rated, and you will enjoy this wonderful book. I enjoyed writing this so much. I had to do so much research for this novel, and a lot of the research stemmed with the way the times were back then because things were just different. And so writing a historical just takes me longer because I have to look up every little thing. And it's a foodie romance as well, so I talk about food a lot. And you also see a lot of scenes in the blacksmith shop because Benjamin, the main character, the quadroon, he is a blacksmith. So I show him at work and I actually describe what he's doing in several scenes, and that took a lot of research. It was fun, and I enjoyed learning about what a blacksmith does. And like I said, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of hard, dirty work. I mean, you have soot and they got this fire and all this other stuff going on. So you really need to read The Blacksmith's Bride. I so enjoyed writing this story. So tell your friends, tell your family if they like historicals, they need to check out The Blacksmith's Bride. And as soon as I get my paperback copies from the printer, I'll show them on a video. You can check out the paperback is available on Amazon, as well as the audiobook, as well as the ebook. So go check it out there, and you can also check out and see what people have said so far from the reviews that have been posted, because the book has just been released. It hasn't been released very long ago, so it's still a new release. So there are some reviews and there are some ratings, and you'll see how it's rated amongst other books as well. So check it out and uh, enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for listening to this video in its entirety.